15 shameful photos of Ronda Rousey. It truly doesn't get more polarizing than Ronda Rousey. Some love her, while some just do not. You cannot however discredit her contributions in not only the MMA but worldwide. Many make the claim that Rousey transcended a role of females in professional sports. Her dominance in the UFC not only paved the way for new female mixed marital artists, but it also did the same for other women in sports as well. Still only 30, Rousey still has a long way to go despite her two crushing defeats. The next step seems to be the WWE as she continues to tease a possible debut. We wait in anticipation. With the good, has come the bad. Whether it be shameful defeats, or Rousey coming across as a hypocrite, she hasn't had a squeaky clean image in the past. In this article, we showcase some of her most shameful moments through 15 images. These photos include Rousey looking not so PG, her devastating losses and even personal pictures from her past. Enjoy the article and like always, be sure to share it with a friend. Let's now begin with these 15 shameful pictures of Ronda Rousey. We get this article started with a questionable photoshoot that featured Ronda alongside an adult star. Ring the bell. 9. Weird relationship with Dana White. Looking at the picture above, you'd likely think two things if you didn't know anything about the duo in the photo. 1. They were a couple, or 2. They were friends that turned intimate after a night of boozing. Seriously, take your pick here. The answer however is option 3, the boss and his employee pose for a selfie. Yes, Rousey and White have enjoyed a weird relationship with one another in the past, and some call their closeness shameful and unprofessional. The two have a slew of candid pictures, whether it be walking alongside one another in an airport, or rocking smiles from ear to ear at press conferences. Without a doubt, the two have grown quite close to one another. It also helps how successful both have been in growing the UFC together. You can likely assume that White was hurting a bit when Ronda began her demise, losing back-to-back fights. 10. A candid wardrobe malfunction. The paparazzi salivate when they get the chance to snap such a picture. Of course, being such a high-profile athlete, the paparazzi have followed Ronda Rousey around quite a bit in the last couple of years. It also doesn't help her cause that she lives in a location littered with candid photographers, Venice, California. This picture certainly isn't as shameful as some of the others on the list, though it's still a picture Rousey likely wants deleted from the internet. Isn't that the case with most candid pictures, as they can catch anyone at the wrong place and at the wrong time? In Rousey's defense, she was actually in a good mood in the other pictures from that day, rocking a smile from ear to ear. She likely wasn't smiling any longer once she viewed this picture that exposed a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction. 11. More magazine shoots. With all these ring girls and their BA**********, all of this goes back to advice my mom gave me. She gave me this one piece of advice, which I still hold dear. She said, "Look, whatever pictures you put out there are going to be out there forever. So just think that one day your 12 or 13-year-old son or daughter is going to see those pictures. Whatever you want your son or daughter, or even your 13-year-old little sister to see, keep that in mind. So, whatever I'm not going to show on a beach, I'm not going to show in a magazine. These girls are going to have to explain to their kids one day why mommy's day ****** and the ***** are all over the place." Ronda Rousey quote. So that quote is exactly why some frown when Rousey works such not-so-PG shoots. This is another magazine pictorial she took part in, and ironically, it's also on a beach with Self magazine. 12. Body paint and a side shoot. Not that there's anything wrong with an athlete showcasing their body, as it gives off the sense of pride nowadays, instead of being viewed as a piece of eye candy. Though, in the case of Ronda Rousey, things were a little different as she was quite skeptical to such shoots in the past. For that reason, Many were confused when Ronda took part in this smoking hot shoot with SI, literally wearing no clothes and just being sprayed with body paint. Appearing on the cover of the SI swimsuit edition in February of 2016, her past feelings were out the window. She blasted Misha Tate for her body exposure via various shoots in the past. Looks like Ronda was quite the hypocrite at the end of the day, as she took the exact same path as Tate, despite all her criticisms of taking part in such shoots. One word to describe this: shameful. 13. Youth and Revolt. This throwback picture certainly isn't the most heartwarming as Rousey flips off the camera Stone Cold Steve Austin style. It seems like she had an edge long before her days as a UFC fighter. Her mother was a world champion in judo, so you can say taking part in combat sports ran in the family. Ronda enrolled in the sport at the age of 11, and it was rather obvious early on that she had unlimited potential as she embraced the physical sport with ease. By 17, Rousey was already qualified for the Olympic Games. She set the record that year, becoming the youngest judoka ever. Retiring from judo at the age of 21 proved to be the best decision of her life. Making the transition into MMA, her brand would eventually blow up, becoming an icon in the sport and brand of UFC. 14. Carl's Jr. 80. We've seen it with countless female athletes in the past. Once you reach a certain point of popularity, you become a marketing machine. Look at the great Annika Patrick, for example. She took the world of NASCAR by storm, becoming a trailblazer in stock car racing. Her success led to even more success off the track with countless sponsorship deals. Nowadays, Patrick is more so known for her various AD campaigns with the likes of GoDaddy, compared to her actual racing career. Some believe the same took place with Rousey as the fame got to her head. Along with various TV and film appearances, Ronda also took part in numerous commercials as a sponsor. Even the likes of Carl Jr. got Rousey to take a bite out of their burger. Seriously though, Ronda representing a fast food joint? Oh goodness. 15. Working out with Carmen Electra. Here's a photo not many expected to see, and that's of Ronda Rousey training alongside the not-so-PG celeb, Carmen Electra. Not only did Rousey take part in this shameful shoot, but she was also dressed up in some steamy clothing. Whether it was her politically wool top or skin-tight yoga pants, the shoot didn't make the headlines for them boxing gloves, that's for darn sure. Looking at what Ronda has claimed she stands for in the past, such a shoot made absolutely no sense. This was only the beginning for Rousey, as she would take things a step further in terms of excelling, as you'll see throughout the article. Most would regard the picture above as one of her many not-so-PG shameful moments, taking part with a celebrity notoriously known for taking it all off, something she criticized women for in the past.